Hello there, Richie Vitale here. Welcome to my tutorial on transposing the bridge to the Girl from Ipanema. This has a practical and personal use for me. I was on a gig with a singer and she decided to play the Girl from Ipanema in a different key than the standard key. I can't say that I was stumped, but I would have liked to know exactly what each chord change was. So I gave it some thought. And I came up with this method to transpose the bridge into different keys. Instead of memorizing chord changes, I'm thinking of intervals in 2 to 4 bar modules. The recording you just heard of Ipanema was one step lower than the standard. It was in F instead of G on the trumpet. If you look at the handy-dandy graph I made, the first note of the bridge is an F. Now go 1/2 of a step upwards, and that will be your very first chord for the bridge, an F sharp major. To make life easy, I actually began on an F, the melody note, and then I ran up an F sharp major scale for the first bar. For the second bar, I just weaved my way down using the F sharp major scale. That kind of thing. So you can see this correlates to the first line on my graph, representing the first 2 bars of F sharp major for the bridge. The next module goes up a 4th to a B7, and the module after that goes back to the original horizontal line of F sharp, but the chord is an F sharp minor 7 as opposed to an F sharp major. Now I'll tell you a little secret. I often combine these 2 modules so that I am only thinking of F sharp minor 7 for 4 bars over the space of 2 modules. Part of the reason I think this way is because I'm used to seeing a 2-5, something like a F sharp minor 7 going to a B7. But Jobim does something rather unusual, being a master composer that he is. He puts the 5 chord before the 2 chord, and it works. If I was playing a rhythm section instrument, like a piano or the bass, I would have to pay particular attention to what the root of the chord was. But I often start these 2 modules with an F sharp minor 7 on trumpet or on flugelhorn. So that means for 2 modules, the space of 4 bars, I am only thinking of F sharp minor 7. I want you to notice from the 3rd module on, there is a distinct pattern. We have a minor chord followed by a dominant chord, followed by a minor chord followed by a dominant chord, and so on until the end of the bridge. From the 3rd module to the 4th, I go down a 3rd, then up a 4th to the G minor 7, then down a 3rd again to the E flat 7, then I go up a tritone. So, after I play up the tritone, I'm at the A minor 7 to D7, to a G minor 7 to a C7. In other words, after the tritone, from the A minor 7 on, I'm playing a 3-6-2-5 pattern back to the key of F for the A section. Or, if it's easier for you, just think of the last 4 modules as a 3-6-2-5 back to F major, and forget about going a tritone up from the E flat to the A minor 7, where the 3-6-2-5 begins. Now I am basically an ear player. Most songs, in any key, I can hear where they're going, and I have no problem with them. But the bridge to The Girl from Ipanema is a special case. This is not a method I would suggest you use in all songs, but it will certainly work on this particular song in any key. The only problem is you have to remember this pattern. What I do is, if I was working a second time with this singer that performed The Girl from Ipanema in a strange key, I would just review this pattern, and whatever key the song is in, I would not have any difficulty. One last thing about the melody. As I pointed out, the first note that you play in the melody, in this case, is an F. And if you go up a half a step, your first module is in the key of F sharp major. All the notes that you play in this phrase will be in the F sharp major scale, like so. All in F sharp major, easy peasy. The next phrase starts on a G sharp, or the ninth. You could also think of it as the second of an F sharp minor scale. This would be the 2 minor scale, not a 3 minor or a 6 minor. All the notes you play in this phrase will be in the F sharp minor scale, like so. The next phrase starts on the note A, or the ninth, again the second, of a G minor scale. All the notes that you will play will be in a G minor scale, like so. For the 3-6-2-5, which is the last 4 bars of the bridge, that being A minor 7 to D7, and then another 2-5 of G minor 7 to C7, I'm just thinking of C7. The cool thing about this is only the last note of each phrase will not be in the scale of C7 dominant. Those 2 notes will be G sharp and F sharp. Check this out. Well, I hope you enjoyed my tutorial on transposing the bridge to the Girl from Ipanema. Discovering this method sure made my life a lot easier. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to ask in the comments section below. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel for updates on my newest jazz video lessons. I've also started a brand new Patreon page to help defray the cost of making these videos, where I'll be including PDFs of these lessons and insider tips there. Please feel free to go to patreon.com/Richie Vitale and help join up in this jazz journey. Thank you for watching and happy practicing.